Hello, hello. We're back with more EU4 and the great empire of Italy. Almost 10 years have passed since the end of the Spice Wars episode. We did do one little more Bobo War just to kind of mop up in here and take a few more spice provinces. We got all this cord and most of it converted. I think we're just finishing up the conversions. And now we turn our attention back west. Alright, Spain is beginning to recover from the weakness that gripped them before and caused them to kind of collapse a bit. So we need to take advantage of this while we can. And I think the best way for us to do that at the moment is going to be to strike at Valencia. If we declare war on them, they will just bring in France and Atlas, who we can co-belligerent without bringing really anybody more in. So we can, because we have claims on all of Atlas, we have claims on all of Valencia. I don't know if we'll take all of this in one war. Probably not, due to just European provinces here. This will generate a lot of aggressive expansion. But I bet you we could take at least most of Atlas and a good portion of Valencia in one war. We continue to just influence and keep Byzantium at high relations, since we can start integrating them in 19 years? 19 years. We'll be able to integrate them. So we actually built a couple new armies. The 9th and 10th Army. I just had a general die on me. Lovely. Let's fix that real quick. Oof, no maneuver, no thank you. Alright, which one of you two are less crap? Alright. So we've positioned armies to guard against France. We got the 10th Army here that we just finished building, so we've got them still drilling. And the 9th Army, which we've stationed here in Tarragona, to be kind of the spearhead of the attack on Valencia. And then the 4th Army in Mallorca, commanded by the hero of the Spice Wars, Carlo de' Medici. And we've got navies in place for blockade, and the 6th Army here in Morocco to deal with Atlas. Plus, of course, Grain Coast has their armies here to deal with them as well. So as soon as the 9th Army is ready to go, we will go in on Valencia. War it is. We'll make Castile the war goal. We'll co-belligerent Atlas. And their total numbers are looking to be a little over 300,000. Ours well over half, dang near 1,000,000, counting all the artillery and everything. We're not bothering to call in Hungary. They're still our ally, but really they're most useful as a big buffer state. So, let's do it. Let's do it. Go straight in to occupying the war goal. Actually. And then immediately drop the 2nd Army there at Tarragona. And deploy the Royal Fleet here. See if we can catch the French Navy here. And we do. We successfully caught the French Navy, and we successfully have blocked the Straits of Gibraltar. We'll make sure the 6th Army is going down to occupy Tinmel. the capital of Atlas. Alright, there we go. French Navy absolutely blown out. Now we could probably fairly safely move up a decent amount of our armies. Keep a couple somewhat in reserve here and begin sieging down the French a bit. While we also occupy Saragossa, Castello. Valencia is right there. We can become the economic hegemon already. Now they're gonna have more artillery if I just send in the one stack, so we'll wait until Saragossa is occupied and then we'll pounce on them. Oh, this fort's blocking a direct movement in there. Oh well. One army is more than enough to completely wipe them. We also won in Atlas here against their army, but it did not get wiped. But of course, while I wasn't looking, we got in a massive battle with the French here. One that I don't think we're going to immediately win, so we need to retreat that. And get ready to confront them on a little more even terms here. Ooh, that is not good. Okay, we managed to reinforce it, and Byzantium's coming in to reinforce? No, they're ignoring it completely. Lovely. Alright, but we have sieged down Valencia. Let's go ahead and retreat. Buy us some, let the fort line buy us some time to replenish our forces while we finish occupying our other enemies. While we finish off Atlas. And finish off Valencia. I'm going to go ahead with just these two provinces left to occupy. I'm going to go ahead and ship the 4th Army with the big man himself over and land him in Napoli. No, I want you to get on the boats, brother. Brother, the boats. We did, it appears, underestimate the French slightly, or more like, weren't paying enough attention to be more accurate. But that's fine. This is a situation easily remedied. Actually, Let's land you in Pisa, since you'll be the least depleted. Alright, that's Valencia fully occupied. Oh, that's our non-transport fleet. Buddy, I need you over here. We need to transport some more men. You just go and blockade France. Let's try and give these guys some more time to replenish. Wow. You get on the boats. We need all hands on deck to whoop the French. Which kind of sucks because we're probably honestly not going to take that much from them in this war. What's this? Western favoritism? Alright. But we'll do what we can with what war score we have left after taking what we want to weaken the French. Alright. Get everybody moving up. Ooh, they already sieged down Milan, that's unfortunate. Who's got more siege? You're both one siege. One siege, two siege. I need you to be the bait. You get to be bait, my friend. I don't care if Majapahit Australia is making claims on me, honestly. The least of my worries right now. No, we've got far better things to be concerned with. Oh, these fools. They've moved troops. Try and unsiege Valencia, which is going to just screw them. Let's break the siege of Torino. Luckily we were able to finish out quality ideas, so we got a policy for 15% infantry combat ability, and we also got more artillery combat ability. Well, this is just going to let us kind of march in to France and get a little more of a foothold, hopefully drawing them back a bit. Means we are going to have to either march across Gibraltar to contest them and reoccupy this, or just push all the way through France. We'll kind of play it by ear. We'll kind of just play it by ear. But you guys aren't doing anything useful sitting way back there. Okay, good. We unsieged Milan. Let's start working. Oh, your general must have perished at some point and I didn't even realize it. Hey, that's not awful. I'll take it right now. Napoleone Orsini. You're hired. Go siege down Avignon. Do me a little siege. Oh yeah, they just packed all their army into Spain. A little bit of fighting going on in the colonies, but that's really not my big concern here. My big concern here is actually winning the war. Overall, which we are. They're just playing a lovely little game of back and forth with me here, but we can break them in the south once we break through this fort line, or what passes as a fort line here. We just really got to be ready to reinforce battles and pay attention to if battles are going on. Otherwise, we get to occupy a few of these provinces and wait for them to pull back to France to force another battle on a little bit more of our terms. Oh, Carlo de' Medici passed away during the siege, of course. Well, I'm gonna put that siege guy on there then, and while we go to hire a new general, we'll pull him back to friendly lines. Unfortunate. Oh, but we got someone just as good, Vittorio Grimaldi. 6 fire, 4 shock, 2 maneuver, 2 siege. I'll take it. I will take it. Now we really need to siege these forts. Otherwise, we're gonna be stuck in an eternal back and forth with these guys. Okay, some French troops have reappeared. But they've kind of got the initiative while the fort in Provence still stands, and the fort at Savoy. All right, the fort at Savoy's fallen. Good, good, good. A little bit of a breakthrough. Oh, of course, a million things always pop up at once. Let's replace that advisor real quick before I forget. Brilliant. Brilliant. Excellent. And the Byzantine troops have broken through as well. Start kind of pushing forward a bit here to occupy more stuff and perhaps even force a battle here. I think this will be in our advantage. 35k, they got artillery superiority until the reinforcements come in, which is unfortunate. But reinforcements will get there plenty of time. It did, however, force a retreat, not a wipe. Let's try and cut them off here. We can occupy southern France, we can essentially trap them here in Spain while we just, you know, occupy their entire country. So, get in there to Armagnac. Oh, we ran into one of their armies, so get in there, reinforce that. Get in there, reinforce that. We're winning, but they're bringing in the big numbers. We overextended. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We got out of there before it would be too much of a problem. We need to get this fort broken. Get all these reinforcements ready. And then also march into Murcia to maybe distract some of them. And hit them with a barrage. Get this done and over with. Oh, one of my admirals died. Quickly get him a replacement. Quickly replace in case of naval battle. Okay, excellent. That siege in the north is done. Well, the north. It's Geneva. But alright, the question is, where are we going to force the battle here? Appears it's going to be at Vivarais. Oh, we need to get our boys in there quick. We're at a distinct disadvantage here due to the fact that we have to keep reinforcing. Screw the occupation. Get in there. Okay, well, we lost one battle to win the bigger battle. Quickly spread them out a bit. Alright, we did beat them once here, but it's going to be more of a problem if we don't keep our forces mostly concentrated. And it appears we did lose another general. Wow, you kinda suck, but whatever. Still gonna send this 2 siege guy back here. And then everybody else is gonna keep moving up and occupying. Trying to keep close enough together that if the French force another battle, there'll be reinforcements there quite quickly. Alright. Alrighty. And we're re-sieging down Valencia. Alright. Good, good. So far, good. Spotted a 1K stack, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. But there's more. They're heading back down to Spain. You're gonna get trapped there. I hope you know that. I hope you know you ain't coming back. Now. The Byzantines actually going around and smacking a couple of those small stacks and going to siege down Paris. Beautiful. We love to see it. We love to see it. We're able to force a battle here in the south, and once again, just against everything I said before, I did split my men way too much. Because of course I did. But we were able to reinforce with one, and looks like we'll be able to reinforce with more, but they got more reinforcements in as well. We're heavily outnumbered here. This is turning into a absolute slog of a war. Definitely an absolute slog. We ain't winning this one, boys. Pull back to Provence. In decently good order. More men coming in, but they are going to make it painful for us. Let's see if we can get a little troll moment here. See if we can do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling. You need to make for here as quickly as possible. Ooh, they brought in that 100K again. Damn it all. Alright, we got Valencia again. We'll get the war goal again right now. But we are losing this battle. They are just not taking morale damage. Like, hardly at all. Oh, and of course we're not able to prevent starting a new battle. Emergency! Emergency! French alert! Okay, war goal occupied. Keep moving. Don't let the Valencians build new troops. Come on, get in there, keep it going. Keep it going, bleed them. Bleed them. Just a little while longer. There we go. We got reinforcements in there. We beat them. Now it's no mercy. Now we're gonna mollywop them. Good, good, good. You're about to be full occupied. Siege of Franche-Comté is over. We'll go siege down Verdun. They're trying to desperately recruit more troops now, but we're already occupying a lot of their country. Good. Good, 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 good. We've had Atlas full occupied for 3/4 of the war. So that ain't gonna be an issue. Alright. You, siege that down. You, occupy that. Keep the offensive pace moving. Paris is occupied. Paris has fallen. Ugh, this siege is gonna be painful. So we hit him with the laziness barrage. Hit him with the old laziness barrage. Listen, I don't want to deal with this, so I'm just hitting you with a barrage and hoping it speeds things up. And the Byzantine troops are just pouring in at this point. Very good, very good. Alright, now they do have a bit of an army here in the north. But at this point, in comparison to what once was, this is, not as much of a problem. And so, we'll force them into a battle at Cayenne. And an absolute stomping there. We'll follow up to Gao. This will be another absolute blowout. Indeed it was. Keep following up. Wipe them everywhere. Yeah, you just get the placeholder general for now. Hope they've attacked us at Verdun, where they could outnumber us, but we've got reinforcements inbound, if they can hold. Oh, they could not hold, so we have to re-attack. Unfortunate, but that do be how it be sometimes. Hopefully reinforcements can get in there quickly. Good colonial reinforcements, Byzantine reinforcements, and our own reinforcements can get in there and salvage this mess of a battle. Okay, good. 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 Now at this point, it's just a matter of finishing that army off and, well, continuing to full occupy their country. Only a couple more forts to siege down to, well, be occupying all of mainland France. And our colonies and allies are already doing some of them. Brilliant. Brilliant. Excellent. Well, it was another hard-fought one. Goes to show that even though we are the singular most powerful empire on the planet right now, that we can't be humbled for our foolishness. Because we can. We absolutely can. And are semi-regularly, it appears. Yeah, it looks like a lot of what remains of their army is trapped in the Netherlands area. But really, I would like to see a peace on this soon. So, I'm just going to set everybody to kind of carpet siege, and we'll be back when we're ready to make the peace deal. Alright, I think we're about ready for that peace deal. Let's see here. We definitely want to take, at the very least, a decent amount of the Spanish coast there. But if we want to take all of that from the Spanish coast, we got to give up taking pretty much anything else. Well, it looks like this is what we're going to have to go with to take all of that territory in North Africa and eliminate Atlas off the map here and take most of Valencia's territory, including Valencia itself. We won't be taking really anything from France, but you know what? That's enough of a win for me. Now we're gonna have to actually save up to make a lot of this into cores, so let's start with the cheaper ones. Yep, we're gonna have to save up to make all of that into cores. And of course, repair our navies, get our armies back in good order and everything. But quite the war here, kind of a Re-Reconquista of sorts. We're gonna have to take out Sus. Alright, I am not allowing any Sus among us. Alright, I'll see myself out for that one. My crown colony is fighting Timbuktu here, but I really see no reason why they should lose that. They outclass them in every single way. I don't see a way really at all that they're gonna lose that. So this overextension shouldn't be too bad, honestly. We gain admin power quite quickly with our level 5 advisor. We get 12 a month. Once this guy dies and we get the heir, Ferdinando, in there, who's a 555, we'll get even more. Woohoo! So it shouldn't be too much of a problem to get all of that cord, and then I think well, other than, of course, we're going to have to take out Sus. We'll probably do that next time. But then I think we're going to have to kind of throw our caution to the wind when it comes to aggressive expansion and really cripple Spain and France in another war, because this is really our biggest threat, is kind of the Western Empire bloc here of Spain and France. Since even though Spain doesn't have the Union on them anymore, I believe they are... Oh, they aren't actually direct allies anymore. But France is defender of the faith for Catholicism, which is why they joined the war with Valencia. But if I would have attacked Catalonia instead, the other one that I have claims on, I would have been having to fight Spain and all their colonies. Which, you know, even though Spain is weaker than they were previously, they they've still got quite a bit of colonies to feed them troops, just as my colonies feed me troops during these wars. But for now, I think that is going to be where we hang it up for today. I can only handle one death war per day, huh? So, thank you everybody for coming out, and be sure to leave a like, maybe even a comment, and maybe even subscribe. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.